Finally I have the power I need to create the ultimate review show. Using the power of the Master System and the code stored on this USB, I will finally attain pure...
Why? Won't we get sued? I know you are lying, but who cares? Let's do it.
Oh, my head.
Hi.
He thought these games looked dense, but he gave them all a chance after a second glance.
Jolt Fully Charged by Dark Era Studios, a small independent group that have made a whole host of games in the past, such as I swear they've made more games than this in the past. Just my imagination, I guess. Jolt Fully Charged is a side-scrolling 2D platform game and was designed in the image of classic 16-bit games we all know and love from yesteryear. You play the role of Jolt, a little robot created by a supercomputer whose mission it is to upload a file to a super weapon created by the evil Dr. Ohm and shut it down permanently, or else it will destroy all life on the planet. At the start of your journey, you'll meet Cycle, an information bot with the ability to rebuild Jolt upon his destruction. She's your constant companion throughout your journey and has her own unique playstyle, which is arguably more fun to play, being honest. This game was released in September of 2018 and is still receiving updates to this day, and was made in GameMaker 8.1. At least that's what it says in the manual.
This game comes with a manual? Cool.
You're not going to read all of that, are you?
I was thinking about it, but this video would be twice as long if I did, and I want to play me some video games.
So here we are, Jolt Fully Charged. Let's get started. New game. Dialogue. Why is it not working? Oh, it's Z. When were people going to tell me that?
It was in the manual.
Oh, shut up.
So we start off with the Sega Mega Drive core creating Jolt, telling him that he has the files to shut down the Calamity Machine and disable it. Let's just do the tutorial level. This is simple enough. Let's see how the boss mechanics work.
I'm good.
So I begin the game proper and, doing what I do best, I start hunting down secret areas in every wall I see. And finding them. Haha! Shields! The manual showed a bunch of these off and said that there were more in the game to find. But why would you not tell us about those ones? Or what they do? Would it really be that hard?
This guy looks very familiar. Can't put my finger on it.
It's Shovel Knight.
Shovel who? Never heard of him.
Hang on. Isn't that... And that's a... Nah, I'm seeing things. It is! That's Robotnik!
You mean Eggman.
No, I do not. This is just a Sonic ripoff!
Look who's calling you a rip-off.
I'll be quiet,
Hello, what's this? This must be that beta guy I've heard so much about. Damn it, I'm dead. No, wait, I'm this chick now. Whoa, I'm flying all over the place! Give me a second here. I've been handed a brand new character with a very different control scheme, and she's going at Sonic speeds. Also, this guy isn't very clear about how you defeat him.
And get used to that, because that's going to be the theme for the rest of the game.
Beta is a guy who you'll meet again and again throughout this game, and to kill him you only have to jump on his head when he's not flashing. But it's not that simple. Especially when he goes from vulnerable to invulnerable at random. He attacks, becomes vulnerable, then starts to flash to warn you of his attack type. Simple enough. But how about that energy shield? Why not just keep that up when he can't be hurt, and then lower it when he can? A little symbolism goes a long way. Otherwise, what's the point of that shield existing? Might as well just have him flashing. Also, when that window of attack is open, it's so random that it can range from 3 seconds to 0.5 seconds. I've seen it before, just start flashing and immediately stop and then start again. You don't even have time to recover and take him out, or even fall from the sky! Now, the first guy you fight, sure, he's easy enough. He's a test dummy and pretty much the easiest one. But later on he moves faster, gets more deadly attacks, and then there are the environmental annoyances like fighting the bar steward underwater. It takes 3 times longer to fall down, and his attacks are so deadly you have to stay far away from him. But hey, I beat the first beta. Now how do I get out of here? I can't reach up here. Oh, well he went that way. I guess I'll follow him then. Yeah, turns out you can climb out by climbing the edge of your monitor screen. What, we couldn't afford an actual wall there?
I guess it wasn't in the budget.
So later on in the game we encounter Jolt, a resistance fighter who is determined to destroy all of Robotnik's evil robotics. Including you, I think. I mean, the text goes off the screen. I wonder what we're missing here.
Allow me. You haven't the slightest clue what this place is. Do you even realize the heartache and pain I have felt? The feeling of losing my parents to the great robot wars of NE23? I still hear the screams even today as the cyber people and terminate droids and the Garlics destroyed all I hold dear, and the plains on which we stand is now nothing but a fractured...
I actually think it's just you haven't the slightest clue what this place is, do you?
You ruined my big scene.
You'll get used to it.
Anyway, they're mad and you fight and then leave. You what, mate? Oh goody, minefields! But the air pressure will push me down. This will be... okay... Hold on, the airlines are clearly going downwards. Why am I being pushed up? The one up here? Yeah, that's going to the right correctly. Whatever, let's just keep going. Damn it, I've lost Jolt. Oh well, never mind. I'm sure we won't need him for this boss. Huh? I'm back. Wait, where's Cycle gone? She's talking, but she's not there. What happened? Damn it! Okay, Cycle, get him! Cycle? Oh, right. My piggyback partner despawned and I took her place, didn't I? Great! Okay, let's exit and try again. Well, at least that worked. Whoa! What is going on with this?
True story. I used to be a bug tester for Church's old games, and I would just find loads of bugs in his games. Did you miss me?
I've touched on this with Beta about how the bosses can be right bastards. I've had ones underwater, some that kill you and your friend while not presenting the target to attack, but what I'm about to tell you is the worst hell I've ever experienced. So get comfy, because this here is going to be the rant of all rants. You break into the end boss's base, and this level is, for the most part, really easy to navigate. I mean, there's so little freedom of choice, you just follow the path. There's not like 3 different ways to get to the same place, like every other level. But with the help of Master Chief and the Spartans, you storm the base, kill everything, and then reach the end and fall out of your shield. I then get a super boost from good old bestest buddy here and max out my health. And I'm getting excited here. It's time for a fight! know how to describe my pain at this point. The bosses in this game are unbalanced, uncoordinated, and completely random. And I'm about to fight 3 of them in a row. The first was actually pretty easy. You just jump on his head, no tricks, no gimmicks or anything, just jump on him like you're a Mario.
Goomba, fuck you!
Then, we get to the most random, ass-backwards, annoying, frustrating, unfightable, asinine, toss your dice out the window and pray to your god that he'll bless you with a natural 20 because there ain't no other way that this boss will ever present a target for you to attack him! To kill this guy, you have to wait for him to shoot a missile at you. Then, it has to chase you around. All the while you're dodging everything else that he's throwing at you, but staying in a position where the missiles will hit that tiny little weak spot on his back that will only open for a few seconds at random while he's moving at random, shooting at random, has his back to the wall, and your movements are restricted because his attacks are all over the goddamn place! I mean, where are the missiles? The missiles that you need to damage him are random too. I have danced around this bastard for literally 2 minutes, waiting for him to fire his missiles, and what happens when he finally does? He closes his weak spot a smidgen of a second before they collide with him, and I have to wait another 4 minutes for these randomly generated missiles to magically appear while I'm dodging, running, getting plastered against the walls, and my health is being chipped away at little by little, and I can't do anything about it! You can't have randomly generated attacks and movement for bosses on a platform game like this where you literally can't fight back, especially when you have a speed run in the game. You can't have a time trial mode when the bosses can only be hit at random and stay outside the screen. Be as fast as you like, but if a slower guy gets to the boss later than you, but that boss offers him more opportunities to attack, the chances are the slower guy will be faster than you were. You say you're inspired by so many games, but there's one thing that you've never learned from any of them. Bosses have patterns. Patterns can change when you do more damage. But when you design a boss that can only take damage from his own attacks and has to roll a 1 on a D100 to fire it, while the other attacks are determined by rolling 66s and each even number is a different action, use this action, use that action, jump now, move, open weak spot for a smidgen of a second, and the boss can do all of these things at the same time. It's ludicrous! The smoke hurt me. The special effect that follows the attack hurt me. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm not salty because I'm bad at the game. I'm salty because I physically have no way to attack him. I have no control here. It's all luck based. The stars have to align, the sky must be clear, the gods have to be watching over me and be in a good mood just for me to even get a chance to hit him once. This game sent me psycho with all of this bull ox. It was so bad I legit had to leave and do meditation to calm down.
And if the creators of the Calm app would like to sponsor this video, then please contact me.
After I got back, I became a machine. I did everything right, and the game played fair. The boss wasn't spamming 100 different attacks at once, he fired missiles every 15 seconds, I even had 2 sets of missiles at once! Imagine that! I broke the gun, I broke the hood, and curb stomped him again and again without him fighting back or moving at all! RNG, ladies and gentlemen, I rolled 100 while he rolled a 1. And with that, the boss was defeated. Victory was mine, satisfaction was complete, and I could put this all behind me. Of course not. Okay, here we go. Finally, a fight against Robotnik himself. 1-on-1, no robots, just me and him, a fight to the death. Kick his ass, Nappa! Yeah! Okay, what the heck is this? This guy is flying all over the place and whooping me left to right with no sign of weakness. I've tried jumping on his head, I've tried zapping through him, nothing works. He is displaying no attacks that can be shot back at him or anything like the previous fight, and I'm doing my damn best to learn his attacks so I know how to dodge, but it's just too much, too quickly. Why can't I hurt him? Wait, what happened? Did he just take damage? Damn it! I'm dead. Ugh. How did I hurt him? I looked back over the video and saw it. He's at a vulnerable state when his arm moves from here to here. Why is that such a tiny, minute detail? We are so busy in this fight trying to deal with surviving and watching the screen through the red tint and the blurriness for where we actually are on the screen that we don't even notice when he has a tiny change in his posture. This entire game, you've taught us we can't attack a flashing enemy, or an enemy with a shield, or spikes, or even when a tiny little door is closed on its back. Salty. You've taught us that an enemy is only vulnerable when standing still, not attacking and not flashing. And here, you decide, we'll just have him hold his chest a little.
You cannot hurt me! I'm weak now!
Stop changing the rules! I seriously cannot tell in the 1 second that he does this if he's having a heart attack or getting ready to punch me in the face, because honestly, it looks like he's going for the latter. How about the arm covering his eyes, wiping sweat from his brow, or just have him down on one knee? Or better yet, why not go with my original idea for beta and have a damn shield protect him when he's invulnerable? I mean, you have no chance to practice against this guy. And I think without the video footage to study, I might have died again and again just trying to get back to him, and then died again and again just trying to figure out how to beat him. Eventually I did it. I took the time, I farmed a lot of extra lives, and then I started to go through the gauntlet. I killed the first boss, I eventually killed the second boss, and then the third boss. Knowing how to beat him now, I could finally give it my all. Beat him. Jolt is now the great hero who saved the world from Professor Ohm, and they all lived happily ever after. Until the sequel happens. Oh god, there's going to be a sequel.
That's it! Screw this! I quit!
So what do I think about this game in general? Looking back on it, everything I've experienced, well, while I sounded angry and frustrated at the game during this review, I have to say, honestly, it was pretty fun. The gameplay is fast, I never for a second got bored, I know there's a lot more to it and I haven't explored or discovered, and it's a great reason to come back again and get that 100% complete status if you really want it. The hunt for the betas is interesting, however, if you miss one, you can't go back to a previous level, as there is no level select in this game. Also, I thought, turns out that the time trial mode, you can pick a level there and you'll be able to hunt the betas down that way. It's not exactly what you want to be doing during a time trial rush exploring a level, but it's your only option. However, I do have issues with this. 1. How do you know what levels you've already found beta on? The guide at the side isn't very helpful, and unless you count them and write them down, you're never going to know. And 2? If you have a friend or family member who wants to start a fresh game, they can't. Yes, you do have separate save files. Yes, you do start at the beginning, but the beta kill list stays and follows over from any and all saves that are in the game itself. The beta finding is not linked to the save files, it's linked to the game files. If you found it, it's checked. You cannot uncheck it in any way possible form. So it's not possible to have a fresh start. This game does have multiple modes too. It's got the story mode, retro mode, which seems to be you only play as Jolt, time trial mode, and cycle mode, which apparently changes the game's story and the final boss. So that would be interesting to see, I admit. And also we have these two, whatever they are. Actually, I've spoken to the director and lead programmer of this game, Matthew Davis, Church Crusade to me, about that, and he says that this is an extensive expansion to the game that is coming soon, including the possibility of controller support.
And I, for one, cannot wait!
Well, I think it's about time I wrap this up. Go check out the game on darkherostudios.weebly.com and seriously give this game a try. As I said, I had many frustrations with this game, but the game is fun, and that's the most important part. If I had a rating system, I'd give it a 5 angry rants out of 5. I wouldn't rant if I didn't love. Thank you all for watching. I have been Neville V. Yashki of Featherfall Studios, and I hope that after this, you'll all be willing to give this game a second glance. Toodaloo!
Well, that's all done. What do you want to do now?
I wanna delete this game.
Yeah, I suppose we can do. Here we go. Hang on. What's this?
I'm a hacker now.